So guys, back with another video. Recently I picked up this PlayStation 1. I got it really cheap on eBay, for something like 20 bucks or so. First thing you'll notice, okay, it opens. Everything looks to be kind of where it should be, but yeah, that doesn't appear great. I can probably, yeah. So the button isn't coming back up and it's not really closing. So mechanical fault. So I'll put it down like that for now. If you look in at the RF shield here, I'll zoom you in. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a lot of rust here on the RF shield. So I'll have to clean that. So what we'll do next is we'll power it on, see if it works. Hopefully it does. So I've got the PS1 hooked up to the cheap SCART to HDMI converter because my OSSC is still out of service for the time being. I've got Resident Evil 2 here and a Hori pad. Now you may remember this one from the PS2 Slim videos. I'm hoping it'll work with PS1, I don't know. I've also got my PS1 memory card in there that I use with PS2 for PS1 games. So the time of truth. Let's turn it on. Okay, so far so good. Some funny noises out of it. Okay, so far so good. I'll open this. Yeah, that's really sticky, that eject button. Sorry about the poor light. And pop Resident Evil in. Okay, that's somewhat stuck down. And we'll hit reset. Drive is trying. I don't hear any bad noises. Ooh. Ooh. It's working, but it doesn't sound healthy. Yes. Okay. See if it'll load my save. From the, oh god, that doesn't sound great. Ugh. Okay, so it loaded my save, no problem. Okay guys, so I'm going to take it easy on this drive. I'm going to power it off, we'll clean it down, see if we can get rid of that horrible noise. I'd imagine it just needs some grease. But yeah, it works. Okay, so we know the PS1 works, so it's just a case of opening it up. So I have my favorite screwdriver here. Take that out, put it to the side for now. So okay, I've had this power board on. It seems to be okay, just needs a cleaning just like everything else. But one thing I want to do is take the screws out. Now, as with anything mains power, some of these caps can hold quite a nasty charge, like this one's 400 volts. So yeah, be very careful that when you're taking this out, you don't touch the bottom of the board. In fact, it might be a good idea to power cycle it, just to kind of, it might dissipate some of the energy stored in those capacitors. There we go, so there's the power board out. If it's not powering on, I suggest you check this fuse. But that seems alright. There's no rating on that fuse, but I'm sure you'll be able to look it up online. So again, be careful, don't touch any of the bottom of it. I'm just going to hit this with compressed air. Switches all seem fine. I'll get some contact cleaner in there. Let's continue disassembling this. Okay, so there's the main board. Appears to be okay. There is some kind of gunk here and there, but nothing a good cleaning can't fix. But for now, I want to look at this shield because we've seen that it was pretty rusted. So you can probably see just here, like gunk. If you flip it over, yeah, this thing's honestly got me thinking of whether I'll bother putting it back in. Hard to know whether to keep this or not, but you know what, I don't have to decide on that right now. Let's have a look at this part. Yeah, equally rusty. Stains from the rust here. More stains here. That looks like something was actually spilt. You can see that. Yeah, it's just in general very dirty. Same with the bottom. Yeah, it needs a good scrub. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean this. But first, I need to get all the plastic bits ready for cleaning. The reset button. And the same with the eject button. So now that they're all out, I'm going to give it a decent cleaning. So I'm not actually going to clean the lens straight away. What I'd like to do is kind of check. Yeah, this grease has kind of lost some of its greasiness, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clean some of it off in places, and I'll replace it with some lithium-based stuff. Okay, so that's the drive slightly cleaned. What I'll do now is I'll just give it a minute for the alcohol to evaporate, and then I'm going to apply some lithium grease to this. The stuff I'm going to use is black, unlike the kind of white stuff. It serves the same purpose, but my hope is that it won't dry out like the white stuff. It will kind of go chalky when it gets old. I've been thinking about this RF shield. As you can see, I have the board sitting in here without it. I don't think I'm going to use it. It's just too far gone. I could get rid of the rust, sand it off, perhaps seal it up with some oil or something. But you know what? I don't want the death of a perfectly good PS1 to come from something as simple as this. I'm not a fan of these anyways. They're from a bygone era of shielding. You know, perhaps I'm wrong, perhaps there's a very good reason for them, but I'd rather not put this back in. I mean, some of the rust, it may not look too bad, but some of it is actually, you know, flaking off. I don't want to flick that over the board, but it's just falling apart. Yeah, I mean, in the PS2 there's plastic bits kind of that sit in. I'd be a lot happier if that was there, some kind of barrier between this and the PCB, but there isn't. So yeah, shit can the can. So one thing that it does bring to mind is that when I screw things down, I don't want to over tighten them. So our PS1 is back together, and nice. The button is working again. Yeah, once I clean the case, wash things down, yeah, it's like a dry film lubricant. I've shown it in other videos. I put some on all the springs. I put some lithium grease on the actual, on some of the laser sled. So yeah, let's fire it up, see if it still makes noises. So it's the following day, and as you can see, the PlayStation cleaned up nicely. You can still see where people, or the previous owners, had stickers on it. I washed this fairly thoroughly and took it all apart. I used like polish, Plastex, and a few other things, but it is definitely slightly yellowed. I'm not really that pushed. It's, it was a cheap buy. I may try what I've tried with some PC cases. Here in Ireland we don't have enough light to do the whole retro bright thing. So in the past I've just rubbed some bleach in gel form onto it, directly onto it, and left it for maybe an hour and washed it off and kind of rinse and repeat, and that has brought up surfaces, and it doesn't seem to affect like the decals and stuff. So I might try that in the future, who knows. But it, it's fine, it'll do the job. So I've got the old cheap ass SCART to HDMI set up, so let's fire it up. What we're interested in here really is the sound. So I've greased the drive, it's cleaned. It should really not sound awful. So yeah, as you can see, it's loading the game. I have the volume down on the actual monitor so we can just listen to the drive. But it's not making those really annoying sounds it was making before. So yeah, working good. Still Resident Evil 2 in here. But what I'm thinking is I was looking at some of the pick chip mods and some of the other mod chips. There's one out, I think it's called the PSNE, that uses an Atmel AT-Mega chip. I have some Arduino Nanos that were in my Mega Drives. I had like a Mega Drive Plus mod using the Arduino Nano. So they're going to be switched over to pick chip mods. So what I might do is use one of those here in the PlayStation. I love that Capcom intro, it's my favourite one. Yeah, so I may use some of those. PSNE, yeah, Arduino Nano. So once I take them out of the Mega Drives, I'll be able to put them into the PlayStation. So that'll be for a future video. I may capture some Resident Evil 2. Sorry again, it's going to be through this crappy SCART to HDMI box. I miss my OSSC already. But it'll be back when it gets repaired.
Resident Evil 2.
So that's our PlayStation 1, guys. In the next video we'll get the Arduino Nano and try the PSNE mod. So cool. Thanks for tuning in. Chat to you all again.